Hey, there we go. It's a Saturday night, and today we're gonna do a new video of, I like doing them, tier list, and, this one's gonna be another one I'm, particularly in love with, is, Star Wars ships. And the, tiering goes as, you know, if they're works of art, to me. They're still very good ships, but not quite there yet. Good ships, okay design, could be better. Okay ships, and meh ships, like ships that are like, yeah, they're okay, but they could be better, or I haven't seen them, or they're just kind of there ships. They're there. And then there are total abominations. Let's see if I can't make it. Abomination. I don't know why I put the end at the bottom, I guess. But you get the point. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Now, what we got here is the requisite destroyer from the CAS. It's a really good ship, well designed, for a kind of just forward kind of, you know, just thin arrow shape, just like the Star Destroyer, but much thinner. It's hollowed, and it serves a good role as a destroyer slash frigate. And if you look into the lore, it's got mostly a droid brain, and they're very aggressive. If you look at the opening scene of Revenge of the Sith, one's crashing into another one because they're so aggressive that the crews had to override them. And I really enjoy them. I really love these ships. Without further, let's move on. Before I just completely talk about nothing but the requisite. Like all these ships I could at length talk to, most of them. Alright, moving on. The Rebel Transport, the Raloff, however you say it. It's kind of a meh ship. Let me turn down this a little bit, don't want that as loud, so you can actually hear me talk. Yeah, basically the Rebel Transport, mostly prominently seen in Empire Strikes Back, as well as Return of the Jedi and some other things. Rogue One, yeah. It's an okay ship. It's okay, but it's more meh because it's, it's fun. It does have the function of, being a great, transporter, but it's terrible at everything else. Next is the A-Wing. Solid interceptor, has clear designs of, like, 7th generation fighters from our world. I consider it a work of art, to me, personally. Next is the Acclamator. The Acclamator assault ship from the Clone Wars. These are I actually really like these ships, but they just don't pack the punch like a Venator, which we'll get to. Where'd it go? I know I saw it before I started this, but there you are. Yeah, there's Venator right there. We'll get to it, though. Yeah, I think it's a very good ship. I mean, it's the first stepping stone to the Star Destroyer line. So, Acclamator's a good ship. I have no idea what ship this is. I don't know what it's from. I don't know where I've seen it. But it's got an okay design to it. Once again, I don't know what ship this is. If anybody knows, leave me a comment. Because I have no idea who this is. What ship this is, who flies it, whatever. Anyway, moving on to a newer ship, the Starhawk. I would really love to see this in more action. Like this ship was heavily mentioned a lot for the new canon, and we didn't get to see it till like way after it was mentioned, and in that Star Wars Squadrons game, which was a pretty good game, you know, but it kind of died quickly. But you know, shit happens. It was actually Star Wars Squadrons was actually a good game, mostly good game. Had a lot of problems though. Anyway, Starhawk, considering it's made out of Star Destroyers, and it's basically a big, you know, kind of like how the Recusant Destroyer is, except in a battleship form. And it's actually named has the class of battleship. Because it has a supersized tractor beam on it. It's a very good ship. Not a total work of art yet, but it's still a really good looking ship to me. I like it. The Arc 170. Now there is a good ass ship. You know, it's a heavy fighter, can also be a bomber, multi roles. You know, seen throughout the Clone Wars. It was in Episode 3. I really like these ships because it leads to the X-Wing, which we'll get to. I know I saw the X-Wing. It's right there. And then there's the T-70. Moving on. This is the Imperial Hauler. That was in Solo. It's gonna go in the good category because it's kind of like it's okay. It's not perfect, but it's a good looking like ship kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. This is the B-Wing. I absolutely fucking love the B-Wing. Since watching episode 6, I mean that opening scene where they, you know, open the S-foils and it goes, you know, kind of. Can't do it with my hands. Oh wait, I can do it like this. Watch. Let me get the angle of that. Right. Kind of just. Yeah, there we go. Do that hand trick I know how to do. Anyway, moving on. This looks like the Z-95 Headhunter. I think they're very good ships. They're not my favorite, but it's a stepping stone towards the X-Wing. I'll give it at that. Next is the Brahata gunship. These are really cool little gunship / corvettes size ships. I've always enjoyed seeing these ships. They got a little bit more attention in Star Wars Rebels, and you get to see them a bit in action as well, laying down fire in the battle at Scarif. Yeah, like there's a couple of scenes where you see them, you know, shooting down ties and covering the Profundity, which is also here somewhere. Never mind, we'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Okay. Yeah, these are great ships. I would like to even see more of them in canon, in action. Next is the Clone Wars era Y-Wing. Is there any more Y-Wings here? Yeah, there's the classic Y-Wing. Okay. These are very good ships. Not all the way there yet, but they're still very good. Heavy armor, got a turret. But they were meant to be like, they were heavy bombers. And the Republic had all these other fighters, so they really didn't need to, you know, worry so they could have the heavy armor. But, you know, with the later Y-Wing, they got rid of the armor and made a more of fighter bomber. This is almost completely just a bomber. Anyway, this, I believe this, I know that's the Carrig, but is this the Lancer? Or is it the Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser? I think it's supposed to I think this is the Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser. Some of the pictures they use are a little off because there are several ships that have kind of the long, slender design. There's the Dreadnought, the Carrack, and then there's the Bulk Cruiser, and then there's the I think I just said it, and now I forgot what I just said. What is it? Shit. No, I can't remember it. The purpose-built anti-fighter ship that the Empire didn't utilize enough. I hate when I forget these things. I think this is meant to be I think this is the Dreadnought. Because the other ship I'm thinking about has kind of a curve up and has its bottom, has kind of a, its bottom curved up like that. So I think this is the Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser. I really like that Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser. It's a really cool ship, and it, even by the Clone Wars, it was old, like old, and it was still being used. I mean, the biggest negative to it was like how crew intensive it was and how old its systems were in universe, but it's a really good ship. Damn, I can't think of that other ship. It's gonna kill. It's gonna eat at me. Damn, what is it called? It's bugging me. We're gonna take a slight detour here. Because it's really bugging me. I have to know. Even though I hate using Wikipedia. No, this isn't it. Wait. Can go. Yes, that's great. Piss off. Piss off, Wikipedia. This is not it. This is not what. Would you piss off the fucking pop-ups? What's the point of ad blocker? It's not the Raider. It's not the Pelta. Damn it. What is the name of that ship? Anti-star fighter ships. No. Virgil class Corvette. No. Not the Brahata. Carrack. Not the Carrack. Damn it. It totally throws me off. No, not the... Well, there's a Tantern class cruiser, which is in the Star Wars games, but, damn it, what is it? Damn this tangent. Damn it all to hell. I can't remember the name of it. Wait, what if I go to Carrack? Hold on. It's a trap! It's a trap! Hold on, we're almost there. Okay. There's the Carrack. But there's another ship. Do they mention it here? Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser. Strike Class Cruiser. No, there's another ship that was kind of designed off this ship, and they kind of worked in tandem. This is really gonna bug me. Maybe it's under Imperial Navy. yeah. We're almost there. This one particular ship. It's very important to me. I don't know why, but it is. We must know. I must know, because it's bugging the hell out of me. Let's see. Carrier, assault ship, frigate, patrol vessel. Here we are. Broadside. No, it doesn't have... I don't... This is bugging me. It should be under corvettes.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
This is pissing me off. Fuck it. I can't remember the name of the ship. Why? Anyway. Screw the tangent. Anyway, moving on. Carrot class light cruiser. It's a really good looking ship. Makes a good light frigate. Is also good at anti-starfighter roles. I want to apologize for the tangent, though. It was just really bugging me. If someone knows in the comments, please let me know. It's the slender anti-fighter corvette.
I'll show you.
It was in Legends, and it was in the X-Wing novels. I can think of it in my head, the visual, but I can't remember the damn name. Damn it all to hell. Alright, anyway, on to the Onager class, which is basically just a siege cannon in space. It's okay for what it is, but there's too many Imperial, like, super weapon ships and things. The droid carrier ship is relatively good, but if you play Star Wars Empire or the Republic at War, these things are annoying as hell. They're good, but I kinda don't like them, because they're hard to kill, and they just keep popping up. Anyway, the Vulture droid starfighter. They're good, but they're not one of my favorite designs. Anyway, the Republic Headhunter was a very good ship. Very nice, going into the segue of the X-Wing. And when it was in the Clone Wars TV show, it absolutely was performing phenomenally. The Cloud Car. Meh. It's cool for when you see it in, Episode 5 when they're in Cloud City, but it's small, no shields, and it could be better, but it's cool for where it is in the movie, but in terms of anything else, it would probably not be very effective at all. And next we have what is the middle section of the C-90 Corellian Corvette. This is the first ship you see besides the Star Destroyer in Episode 4, and it is just a great, iconic ship, and I love it. Just like I love most Corellian designs. Okay, next, the Bulk Cruiser. It's a good ship, but it has a lot not going for it, because it's old, but it's still a relatively good ship. It's not very good, not the best, but it's definitely not terrible. It's got size and, versatility on its side. It's not a bad ship. Okay. The Republic I think it was C-70 Charger Corvette?
Jabba ruled with fear.
I intend to rule with respect.
It's an okay. Yeah, we're gonna put in the okay. It's okay. It's not the greatest Corvette, but it's definitely okay. It definitely is always getting outmatched, because it's going into situations it really shouldn't be in, but I think that was just the environment of the Clone Wars, so I can't really blame it for that, but it's an okay ship. The droid supply ship. It's okay. It's an okay looking design. I'll give it that. Okay. Death Star. The first Death Star. I gotta give it credit. It's actually... I do like the first Death Star, but after that, it kind of just like, you shouldn't have made any more Death Stars or any more supersized weapons. It was just a combination of everything, and was, you know, plot important for Episode 4, and was the build-up to much of the conflict that was boiling over. But the first Death Star, yes, I actually like, but, you know, the super weapon kind of trope is overdone in science fiction. But you know, a moon-sized system battle station thing is still pretty cool. I do not like the second Death Star, because it's just the Death Star but bigger and with better targeting, and it's incomplete. And I don't like it. First abomination of the list. Granted, one of my favorite space battles in Star Wars is the Battle of Endor, but I really hate the second Death Star. That's just my personal thing. Next is this is the Gladiator Star Destroyer. You know, it's more carrier-based, and it's actually really well designed, and I don't know why we didn't see it more. I think it's a work of art. The CIS gunship. It's a really nice looking gunship. Gotta give it credit. It can, like, instantly drop troops, you know, droids, and it's just nothing but weapons, and it always looks angry. Gotta give it that. The Droid Tri-Starfighter. I actually really like the Droid Tri-Starfighter. I mean, it's small, quick, deadly. Just good. I am not sure what ship this is, but it has a medical thing on it, so it's a medical ship, so I'll just put it in okay. I don't know what ship this is, though. Moving on. The Eta 2 Interceptor. This is Anakin's Interceptor. I think they're pretty good. They're really well-made ships, you know, prelude to the TIE Fighter, you know, because of the front end, and even in the beginning of the movie, they make the TIE Fighter sounds. Yeah, it's a good ship, good-looking ship, very good. The Super Star Destroyer, and this one is probably obviously the Executor. This is a work of art to me. It's you know, a combination of just a super, you know, it's a fleet of Star Destroyers all in one, projects power, and probably in universe would have been better for them to invest in more Super Star Destroyers than more Death Stars. Just my personal thing, and I really do love my Super Star Destroyers. Forget the name of these fighters from this fighter was used by Count Dooku's Sith assassin apprentice. Damn, I can't remember her name right now. They're kind of meh. Can't remember her name right now. Shit. I'm forgetting Pokemon, and now I'm forgetting ship names. I truly am getting old. The Mandalorian Starfighter. It's okay. The Resurgent class battle cruiser. It is a Star Destroyer with another Star Destroyer bottom put on top of it. It's actually a pretty good design. Bam.
I'm a Jedi, like my father.
Bam. You know, and as much as I like to criticize the sequel trilogy, at least with Episode 7, they were at least trying to go in the right direction with, new designs, and the resurgence, name like the resurgence of the Empire, except at the First Order. At least it was a, competent, technological leap forward. And then we saw Episode 8, and we got the Mandator Siege Super Dreadnought. It's terribly designed. Its point defense cannons are only on one side and all over it. They aren't focused into a battery or, put along the sides of the ship. No, they're all haphazardly put on, stupid. And, Episode 8 is a whole other thing we're not even going to go into right now. Not much I don't like that movie, but we're not going to go into that right now. Anyway, the First Order TIE Fighter. They gave it shields. That's a massive improvement. And it has the red mark, so it must be the Elite, so it's two-seater. So it has a rear turret, and I believe it had missiles, I think? And a shield generator, so we're going to put under very good, because they actually improved the TIE Fighter. The Mandalorian gunship. This is a really, really well-designed ship. And I would have liked to see more Mandalorian designs in The Mandalorian, but I don't think we're going to get that. The Gazanti is a fairly cool-looking ship. It's a very good-looking ship. Not a total work of art yet, but for what it is, it's a really good ship. That weird big freighter ship from Episode 7. This thing looks like shit. Even though I just praised Episode 7 for, trying new things, with the Resurgent class, this thing is awful. And when you find out Han Solo was using it and lost the Millennium Falcon, that just does not make sense to me, and it's stupid. That was a stupid plot point. A lot of stupid things happened in that movie. Anyway, it was the Sahira class Corvette, which is a offshoot of the Hammerhead Corvette. Well, like Hammerhead frigate from the Old Republic, but this version of the Hammerhead, that one part in Rogue One was one of the coolest parts, one of the coolest things I've seen happen in a Star Wars movie in a long time. Bam. Bam. It's a work of art. To me. I have no idea what ship this is. I don't know what it's from. I think it might have been in the Clone Wars, and I don't know what the hell it's called. But it looks like a dumb-looking plane. Yeah, it looks like a dumb plane. This looks like Bosk's ship. His personal bounty hunter ship. It's okay, but I forget what it's called. I don't know what ship this is either. Wait. Isn't this the Imperial, gunship? That was the replacement for the Clone Wars Lat. Either way, it looks like shit. Took away all the good things about, you know, the gunship. The Lat gunship. We're gonna get to him, don't worry. We're gonna get to him. The Venator. The Venator class Star Destroyer. Of course. Put you next to your... Put you right there. Wait. Bam. Venators are works of art to me. And anytime I saw them get destroyed in the Clone Wars, it hurt me. Personally, because they're beautiful ships. And now we get to... I'm thinking this... Hold on, because there's two types of Star Destroyers. There's the Star Destroyer 1 and the Star Destroyer 2. I think they only have the Star Destroyer 1 here. It's a good ship, but they're not my favorite kind of ship. Star Destroyers are big and blunt, but they have a lot of issues. And a lot of the times they don't address it in the show, where, you know, it has escorts around it, or obviously needed deployed fighter escort, but that's just a personal thing with me. Moving on to... Oh, there it is. So this is the Star Destroyer 1. And since that's the Star Destroyer 2, we're gonna... There we go. So they're right next to each other, because they're friends. Okay. Moving on, the Interdictor. The Interdictor class Star Destroyer. I believe it's still a Star Destroyer, technically. Even though it's a frigate class size. Anyway, it's the Interdictor. It's good, but it requires a lot of protection, and it can be easily taken out. Moving on to the Interdictor Star Destroyer, it's also good, but not the best. I mean, you can just look at these obvious big weaknesses right here. And then it's just out. Anyway, the Providence class carrier/battleship. And in this scene, it's the Invisible Hand, General Grievous' ship. I actually really love these ships. We're gonna switch that. There we go. So the Venator and Providence are right next to each other. Two Clone Wars level capital ships, and I love them both, especially the Providence. Yeah. Anyway, the Delta 7 Jedi Starfighter. It's okay. I don't like them very much. I understand their, you know, role in the Clone Wars, but they're not one of my favorite ships. They're okay. Moving on to, I believe this is the Moldy Crow. I forget the class of ship, but I know the Moldy Crow is owned by Kyle Katarn, a Star Wars Legend character. It's a good-looking ship. Pretty good. Not one of my favorites. I have no idea what ship this is, so we're just going to put it in the meh area. It just looks like a big cargo thing. Yeah. I really have no idea what this ship is. Anyway, the Lat gunship. Boom. Work of art. Let me just pause this real quick, just so we can... Add that up just for this. Yeah. Just enjoy all that for a second. All right. I had that open just for that part. Yeah, the Lat gunship. Isagul. Wait, Isagul. On to the next one. The Lucre Hulk battleship. actually don't like this ship very much. It's kind of meh. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite ships. It's big, it's slow. I mean, it does have a lot of guns, and it can carry lots of fighters, but I personally just don't like it that much. Plus, in-game, you know, it takes forever to destroy unless you go inside it and blow up its things like in Episode 1 or in that one episode of the Clone Wars. Anyway. No, I don't think that was that ship. But they did the same thing. I think the supply ship. Yeah. I remember seeing this ship in the Clone Wars, and it was in the Mandalorian. But it's a meh-looking ship. I don't know enough about it, and I forget what it's called. The Malevolence. It's an abomination. I don't like that ship. I don't like it. No, sir, I do not. It has mostly a lot of weapons, but its main weapon is on its side. Stupid. I don't like it. Anyway, the MC-75, the Profundity. I absolutely love these ships. I think they're works of art, and the Mon Calamari made them into art. I mean, they consider their ships art. And they are, in fact, I think they're works of art. Same with the MC-80. I basically like most of the MC-80 line. And, yeah, we're gonna get to some more of them. Yeah. Millennium Falcon is actually it's a very good ship, but it's not one of my favorite ships. But you know, it's the iconic ship, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's still a freighter. This is still a light freighter. Anyway, I believe this was the one of the mining guilds conversion of the TIE fighter. They cut out one part of it. This is a shitty looking ship. They basically just cut out a part of it and painted it yellow, making it even easier to see a TIE fighter and blow it up easily. Okay, moving on. What's the name of this Clone Wars transport? Forget what it's called. It's still a good looking design though. Relatively good. Home One MC-80. You know that's gotta be one of my favorite ships. Because it's, meant to be it's the big, main battleship you see on the Rebel side in Episode 6. Love it. Plus, it's got Admiral Akbar on it. Can't go wrong with that. Anyway, the damn, I can't say it. Munificent class frigate. There we go. Tried to say it and I said it too fast and ended up stuttering. These are okay looking ships. And it has the same problem that the Recusant has, but that one's more offensive. This one's got its armor sloped over, and then underneath it has laser cannons. It's like, what if you need to shoot when they are above the armor plate here? I mean, come on. The N1 Starfighter is okay looking. It's okay. But its engines are out here, so you can just shoot those and it blows up. Doesn't make any sense. They're okay. Anyway, the Nebulon B medium frigate is a work of art to me. It's a really good ship, very iconic. That one ship that's called the Bunker Buster in Episode 8.
This is the way.
It's a dumb-looking ship. I don't like it that much. Aren't these those little Imperial ships that were from Star Wars Galaxy? I forget what they're called, but meh. I think it's called like the Guardian or something. Something along those lines. Pfft, got me. I forget what it's called. I forget what this is called from Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. We're gonna put in the OK. I know it's the secondary ship that's attached to the Ghost, but is it called the Spectre? Yeah, I think it was called the Spectre. Someone let me know if I got it wrong. The Quasar cruiser carrier. These are very good ships. It's a light carrier. Definitely a pretty cool ship. I think that's... They kind of cut it off, so I can't... Is that the Dauntless Heavy Cruiser? From Solus? They're relatively good ships, but I can't be sure. This... See, they cut off some of these parts of the ships, so you can't tell what it is. I think that's the Raider-class Corvette from the new Cannon Corvette. Actually, it's a really good designed ship. I mean, in canon, like the new Disney canon, there aren't enough, like everyone always just pops in with a Star Destroyer. I was like, you do know there are other ships in the Imperial Navy. And I like that they actually made a new ship design. It's actually good looking. Moving on. The Razor Crest from The Mandalorian. It's an ugly ship. No offense, Mando, but it's an ugly ass ship. Anyway. The Arquitens... No, the... Yeah, Arquitens. This is the Arquitens light cruiser. I believe they are works of art, and they're just beautiful, you know, looking ships. You know, good, solid escort. Good escort for the Venator, and can work alongside, you know, Carraggs and the other, you know, Republic Corvettes and Acclimators, you know. Make the fleet all around much better. Moving on. The Victory class heavy frigate. They're okay. There are better frigates. The Counselor class ship, it's okay. It's meh. Meh. Where'd the other one go? You know what? We'll put it in okay, so it's with its friend here. There we go. I don't know which ship that is. You got me. Anyway. So many ships, I'm just like, what are you from? Anyway, the A-Wing Mark II. It's an okay ship, but they basically just took the like it's the upgraded version of the A-Wing, and yet it's not. I don't feel like it's improved any. I'm just saying, that's just a personal thing. It doesn't look like they just took the A-Wing and made it slightly flatter. Why not? I mean, they improved the X-Wing with the newer X-Wing, the T-70. Where is it? Yeah, like... They improved the X-Wing, but... I don't know, that's just a personal gripe with me. Dark Maul's infiltrator ship. It's an okay design. It's not my favorite. Is that the Secutor? The Secutor Heavy Battle Cruiser. It kind of looks like a Venator, but supersized. Because it has the double bridge of the Venator. But it's just a big triangle. Put it in the mass section. The Hyena Bomber, droid class bomber. It's okay.
Rebellions are built on hope.
It's okay. The Lambda class shuttle. It's a relatively good design. Give it that. It's pretty cool. Not one of my favorites, but it is a cool looking ship. Slave 1. He's kind of meh. I mean, I love Boba Fett, but his ship, like, in flight, like, you got this big, it has this big flat area that you can just shoot at. And it's a gunship. It's not a starfighter. It's a gunship. Moving on. The Soulless One, General Grievous's fighter. Kind of looks like shit. Not a good looking fighter. The U-Wing. Now, this is a really, going in the BAM. I think it's a work of art. One of the, one of the best new designs in Star Wars, and it fits right in with the original trilogy. I'd like to see more of it. Okay, the Supremacy
Ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
The Supremacy class Super Star Destroyer. I fucking hated that. I fucking hate this ship. I mean, honestly, if they would have made this the super, ship that would have been in Episode 7, it wouldn't have been as bad. And Starkiller Base is just the name of the base. It's not a actual Star Killer that is just the Death Star Point 3. Death Star Part 3. It would make more sense, but then they unveil this, and it's stupid. Goes into my, massive hatred of Episode 8. And that's a sigh of like, oh god, all the stupid things they did in the sequel trilogy. They made that canon anyway. Anyways, moving on to something that's actually, good looking. The TIE Defender is actually a very good ship design, The TIE Fighter at its best. Made into a, kind of fighter bomber, supremacy fighter. Definitely a very good looking ship. The T-47 airspeeder. Where'd you go? There you go. Really like the airspeeder. Really makes the Battle of Hoth much cooler. And seeing him in action is always great. The T-70 X-Wing, the upgraded version of the T-65 X-Wing, which is down there. But we'll get to him. I gotta go all the way up. I actually really like the, upgraded design of the T-70. Slick. More look, really leans into the, fighter role. And then we learn in Star Wars Resistance of the T-85 X-Wing, which is god-awful looking. Like, you made it go from sleek and skinny and massively improved, and then you make it fat and ugly. I don't think the T-80's here. No, it's not here. But either way, I hate that ship. But I love the T-70. T-70 X-Wing, love it. The Tantive Corillian Corvette? What? Then what the hell's this thing? What's this thing then? Could that be the DP-20 Corillian gunship? Well, it's Corillian, so we'll just leave it up there. Anyway, everything I say about, you know, how much I love the Corillian... Let me just put these two next to each other. Carrig, would you get out of the way for a second? I think this is supposed to be the DP-20 Corillian gunship. And that's the CR-90. Tantive, the Tantive 4. I think that's what's going on here. Well, either way, I like both of them. They're both really good ships. Works of art to me. Alright. They really should have gotten better pictures. You know, that shows the whole ship in a picture like this. Well, we're going to get to this one. I'm just using this as an example, but I don't like these ships. We're going to get to it. Anyway, the Pelta class cruise frigate? No, it's a frigate. I actually really like these ships too. They're really nice. I mean, it kind of looks like it's kind of got like a Corillian thing going on. It's made by Kuan, which is, I mean, it's kind of looks like a Corillian design, but it's made by Kuat. But either way, I like the design very much, and it's very modular and can be switched out. It could be either a gunship. In Rebels, it was, you know, made into kind of like a carrier command ship, which is cool. It's a versatile ship, and it's a really nice looking ship. I like these ships. Let's see, the Ghost. It's okay. It's an okay looking ship. I mean, I love Star Wars Rebels. I think it was one of the, you know, better things made in new canon that was actually well done, well made. But the Ghost itself is, it's an okay looking ship. Not my favorite. The Experimental TIE is meh. TIE Striker, it's actually really good, you know, air bomber. It was used as a bomber in Rogue One. I think it's a good looking ship. Would have liked to see more of it in action, but whatevs.
Like my father.
TIE bombers are meh. I'm gonna put all the TIEs next to each other that I don't like that much. I don't like a majority of the TIE designs, with a few exceptions, but oddly, Oddly, I really like the TIE Brute. I don't know, it's just... Ooh, my headphones were sliding off my face. Top of my head. Anyway. The TIE Brute, I just like the concept of it. Like, in Solo, it's explained that instead of having escort frigates, the Imperial Navy would just give the, you know, Star Destroyer captains or outer commands TIE Brutes as a cheap alternative, because it's a TIE fighter with heavy laser cannons on it. I don't know, personally I like the design. Call me crazy, but, you know, it's one of those things I like. And then we have the regular old TIE fighter. It's okay. I'll give it an okay. Then there's the First Order TIE fighter. It's also okay. The TIE Interceptor, however, that... No. Goes up here. Yeah. I actually really like the TIE Interceptor. It's a massive improvement over the TIE Fighter, and it's just all around a lot better. I like it slightly more than the TIE Defender and the TIE Brute and the, you know, improved TIE First Order TIE Special Forces. Said a lot right there in one word. One breath. Whew. But, yeah, one of my favorite Imperial ships. You know, I'm not a big fan of the TIE line, But there are a few exceptions, like the TIE Interceptor and the TIE Defender. And the TIE Brute, of course. The TIE Reaper. It was the TIE Reaper. I actually really like this design. It's well designed. It's a well designed kind of, you know, counterpart to the, you know, U-Wing. And we see it in action doing that, being, you know, a dropship, and it has the ability to be a gunship, so it's a good design. Would have liked to see more of it. I think this is Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. It kind of looks like it's okay. It's okay, but it could have been better. Yeah, it's going to go in the okay. It's a cool design. You know what, we'll put it in good. We'll put it in the good, just to make myself feel better. It's a good design, but it could have just, you know, it's just a really skinny TIE Interceptor with red. It's red and black TIE Interceptor, basically. I'm surprised the other TIEs from the First Order, like the TIE Dagger, isn't here. Oh well. Anyway, I know what you are. From the Clone Wars, shit. Hold on, tangent. We gotta go to. Hold on a second. The V19 Torrent. See, I can find the fighters instantly, but I can't find Imperial Corvettes. The fuck? Anyway, the V19 Torrent. Actually, very much like this design. You know, it's made by the same company that made the B-Wing in Legends. Although I kind of like the episode where they get the B-Wing in Rebels, but I'm not going to go into that right now. The Torrent is actually a pretty cool looking design, because it's like the bottom part here folds up, and then it, you know, has kind of a S-foil, except it goes down, and has lasers and missiles, which is pretty cool. The V... No, it's the, damn it. I forgot again. Alpha 3 Nimbus class V-Wing. Yeah, something along those lines. The V19 Starfighter. V-Wing. The V-Wing. It's a prelude to the TIE Fighter. I think it's a good design, but it's not one of my favorites. But it is a very good design. I actually enjoy it. Not one of my favorite, not all the way upper tier, but you know, it's still pretty good. Darth Vader's advanced TIE. It's okay. Considering there were better TIE fighters, you know, it's whatever. Itchy face. Well, because I keep having my hair go on my forehead, it's making me itchy. Anyway. It's Rebel gunship made with other Rebel parts. That's why it has the back of a... It was made by, X6 gunship. There we go. I had to think about that one. It's actually a very good design, and I really like it. It's not all the way there yet with the other two Rebel Corvettes, but it's pretty good looking ship. I have no idea what this ship is. I don't know what it is. You got me. The X-Wing. Finally get to the X-Wing. I, of course, absolutely love the X-Wing. I have, let's see, there's one over there. There's one over there. Top of my clock. I have a... Oh. Hold on, let me just... You want to just angle that? Oh, let me just point that down. I have a poster of a X-Wing. T-70, but it's an X-Wing, alright. Alright, now let's get that back to me. And if you go back there, right about the big finger, right about here, that top row shelf, I have, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have about 5 X-Wings up on that shelf up there. Yeah, I really love the X-Wing. It's one of my favorite ships of all time. In all of sci-fi, personally. Just gotta put it out there. I mean, if I had 3 wishes, one of them would be, can I have a fully functional and fully fueled X-Wing with an astromech? Just putting it out there. Just saying. If I could own an X-Wing, I would. Favorite ship of all time. Anyway, moving on to one of my most personal hated ships of all time. The Didnt class Star Destroyer from Episode 9. All they did was take the Rogue One Star Destroyer model of the Star Destroyer, you know, perfectly modeled in CG for Rogue One. Loved Rogue One, loved their CG model of the Star Destroyer. Looks great. But with this, all they did was they supersized a Star Destroyer, put some red paint along it, and then shoved a giant laser on the bottom of it. They could have just used the regular Star Destroyer, and I would have been like, okay, that makes sense, that would work. 1,000 Star Destroyers is pretty intimidating. But no, they decided to supersize a regular Star Destroyer model and put a big laser underneath it. So it's basically a Death Star Star Destroyer in, you know, Didnt class. You know, it had a cool concept, you know. They were going to be named after, you know, Sith, you know, Sith speech. Cool concepts, terrible execution. This is an abomination of God. I hate this fucking ship. You know. No, sir, I do not like. Moving on. Y-Wing. I of course, love all of the Rebel ships. All of them are here. Except for, you know, that. Well, it's more of a, you know, aircraft, because you can only use it in atmosphere, but all the starfighters are here. I loved all of them. Just putting that out there. Dash Rendar's ship. It's a Corellian thing. I think they're okay. There's nothing against Dash Rendar. I think he's a cool concept of a character. But you know, his ship is just the Millennium Falcon, just different looking. But that's all of them. I wonder how long this video went. Yeah. Just putting that out there. I thought I had something there, but I didn't. I thought I was going to say something, but I didn't. You know, my mind's going a mile a minute because I'm thinking about, this is my autism here, spaceships. You know, my personal autism is Star Wars spaceships. So, let me know your autism, your personal autism, in the comments, if you so please. You know, for people that actually do have autism. You know, I'm not saying, not making fun of people with actual autism. I'm saying, you know, the term of, like, you know, what's something that you're hyperly obsessed with, you know, your personal autism. You know, if you want to let me know, you know, that'd be cool. This is how we make friends, you know. But I hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. If you want to sign up to my Patreon, you can. I'm not going to go around begging for money on the internet. That's not how you do it. You know, I'm not going to be like... Hold on a second. I have to clip this and use it for... But hold on. I want to end the video on a real funny one. You think I know? I think people know where I'm going with this one. Damn it, where is it? E5. Yeah, it is, bitch.
How did my whole speech about how I need subs to get the stream going, if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs? There are regulars here. $5 a month.
Yeah, that bitch. Yeah, I don't want to be like that. I'll put back on the music. I'm going to link this, so if you want to listen to Star Wars Lo-Fi, it's pretty good and relaxing. And it's good to play for... It's non-copyright, so you can use it. But yeah, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, you can't give me $5? God, what an insufferable human being. But she's a meme for life, so she's famous for all the wrong reasons. I forget her name. She had a guy sipping for her, and when he met her in person, she didn't even like him, so... Double funny. Anyway. Yeah, if you so please, you can. I understand the hard times. I'm going through hard times. Everybody's going through hard times. But if we help each other, we can make it through it. And may the Force be with you. You have a good night. Or day.